Hello po, good day, good day. Good afternoon kasi afternoon po ito na record na video discussion. Excuse me. Thank you po. And I'm going to discuss about the continuation of our topic, which is pasok na tayo dun sa part, natapos na natin yung mga approaches in line with criminology. We are going to proceed now dito sa school of thought, excuse me, based on the prelim, week 2, school of thought in criminology. We have 3, the classical, the neoclassical, and the positivist. So, isa-isahin natin yan based on the objectives that I have here. As my student, after discussing this, you are going to differentiate classical, neoclassical, and positivist in line with the schools of criminology, kung paano yan natin i-connect in line with understanding the criminal behavior in line with criminal act. Next, you can able to explain the major principles and contributions of the classical and neoclassicals in the help in line with the same pa din understanding ng ating top. Okay, we have first the school of thought. So, i-define muna natin what is school of thought. So, we're having a video discussion recorded for tomorrow's we are going to define first what is school of thought. So, dito makikita natin sa definition given, refers to a group of beliefs or ideas that support a specific theory. So, pag sinabi natin school of thought, if you are going to have a keyword here, tatandaan nyo lang po yung group of beliefs and ideas. Ano yung purpose ng beliefs or ideas that is given based on the definition? It will support a specific theory. Then, ano yung mga beliefs or ideas na sinasabi dyan? Saan ba yun connected? Ito yung sinasabi na magsasagot kung bakit or why people commit crimes. Tatandaan nyo yan. Next, based on the next definition, sabi dyan, theory, it is the statement, devised to explain behavior, events, and at the same time, phenomenon, especially one that has been repeatedly tested and widely accepted. So, yung definition based on the theory itself, it is a statement of a person who proposed that kind of theory. Then, dapat daw yung theory na na-propose niya daw po, dapat supported yun ng mga evidences based on the analysis, and dapat at the same time proven and tested. So we can able to follow, conclude, or adopt that kind of theory, or magiging basis lang natin siya kahit we cannot able to do with that kind of adaptation. Next, same on the theory, tatandaan nyo po, nakapaloob po sa theory yung school of thought. Bakit man? Sinabi kasi dyan, it was being supported to theory. That is why theory consists of beliefs and ideas that was being supported by evidence based on the experimentation, pwede, study, or observation. Next, we have, may sinusulat ako just take note for this. Number 1, the classical school of criminology. So, sabi sa classical school of criminology, according to classical criminologists, individuals have free will. Yes, lahat naman po tayo, no exemption po yan in the rule. We have the right, we have the freedom to do whatever we want. We can do whether legal or illegal. So, yung sinasabi dito, in line with our free will is what? It refers to our what? Freedom in line with actions, freedom in line with our decisions. Yan po, as a person. Kaya nga sinabi, we have the freedom to choose whether legal or illegal. Then sinabi dito, para yung free will law natin malimit, dapat daw magkaroon tayo ng takot sa punishment. So sa punishment, yan yung magiging basis of fear. Then it was being emphasized additionally daw na dapat yung fear of punishment, the result of that will be the prevention or pwedeng maiwasan yung pagdami ng pag-commit ng crime within our society. And at the same time, it's like kahit na hindi prevention or ma-stop, meron pong control in line with the behavior of every person. So magaguide sila in line with this kind of punishment. Next, sabi din dito, to emphasize the greater impact of punishment proposed by the Classical School of Criminology, dapat daw yung punishment na ibibigay natin sa mga tao is greater than the pleasure. Pag sinabi nating pleasure, hindi ito yung pleasure na nafe-feel natin na in line with whatever contact you have. Ito yung pleasure, kumbaga pwede nating sabihin yung benefits na tinatawag. Excuse me. Kaya, greater the punishment rather than the pleasure para magkaroon talaga tayo ng takot. Yung example natin, yung pinopropose ngayon na dapat magkaroon na tayo ng death penalty, it is because dumadami na yung nagnanakaw sa pera ng kaban ng gobyerno. It means kasi like billions or trillions. Kumbaga wala nang takot sa punishment kasi ilang taon yung pagkakakulong, after that makakalabas. So it means ang yung punishment natin is lesser. Kumbaga yung term na wala nang pangil ang ating batas. Pag sinabing pangil, kumbaga wala nang natatakot po. Next, sabi dito sa theory, sa classical na to, para siyang cruel. If I'm going to describe or harsh, it is because wala siyang consideration kasi sabi sa definition ng does not give any distinction. Yung distinction na sinasabi dyan, walang exempted. Kumbaga, whether you are an adult or a minor, whether you have something in your mind, in your behavior, or you are mentally defect, mental illness meron ka, no exemption. As long as you commit a crime, then you have the free will, you have the freedom to do that act, then it means that you are liable to the certain action that you did based on this classical. So yun ito, based on the history, ito yung nagkakaroon ng dati, yung sa classical, we have an eye for an eye, a tooth for a tooth. From hello po. Okay. Yung kumbaga kung ano yung ginawa sa'yo, yun din ang gagawin sa'yo para magkaroon talaga ng takot. So parang pasok ito sa classical na tinatawag. So I hope you understand, keyword tatandaan if you are being asked by someone what is Classical School of Criminology. Ma'am, amunit siya to ang may free will. Kita tanan may free will. Then at the same time, we can do whether legal or illegal based on our action. And at the same time, para malimit yung free will or freedom na meron tayo, dapat magkaroon tayo ng takot sa punishment. Then dapat, yung punishment na yon mas greater kaysa pleasure na makukuha natin in commission of a crime. Then sa classical, wala pong exemption, ma'am. It is because whether you are an adult, a minor, may mentally incapacity ka man, dapat po tatanggapin mo yung punishment na kakibat ng ginawa mong krimen. So I hope you understand. Para ako sa inyo nag-discuss, no? But it is a video recorded discussion po. Then we have number 2, the neoclassical criminology. Sabi dito sa neoclassical, according to Taylor, so we have 3 mga sociologists na nag-contradict sila into the classical school kasi sabi dyan, classicism excuse me, presented themselves in universal penal measures in day-to-day practice. Sabi dyan, this theory modified. So pag sinabi nating modified, there is a certain adjustment na tinatawag. Ano yung gi-adjust, ma'am? It is because nag-contradict gani siya, di ba? So, gi-oppose niya ba ang free will na sinasabi? Okay, agree naman siya, yes, we have free will. Pero dapat yung free will daw natin, there is certain factor that affect our free will. If you agree with that, yes, totoo naman. We have different surroundings, environment, factors that nakapalibot sa atin. So it means, there is different factors na pwede mag-alter ng ating free will. Kaya, dapat daw, we have to consider those who commit a crime that merong factors behind. So, ano yung nabanggit dito sa neoclassical? Sabi nila, these causes are pathology incompetence, insanity. So ito yung mga example ng factors or any conditions. Hindi lang na-limit sa dito sa tatlo lang yung pathology, incompetence, and insanity. Any condition that will affect the free will of a person, dapat daw there is something na pwede i-mitigate or exempting. Pag sinabi nating mitigate or exempting, mitigation, mababawasan yung punishment na pwedeng ibigay sa'yo. Like, for example, 10 taon, pwede 5 taon na lang yung ibibigay dahil may ganong factor ka while the commission of the crime. During the commission of the crime, meron kang ganyang status. For example, you are mentally handicapped, meron kang something into your mind that you cannot able or properly decide, or hindi proper yung judgment mo po based on that certain situation. That is why you commit a crime. Then, pag sinabi naman natin exempting circumstances, ito talaga yung exemption ka talaga in line with the punishment given. There are certain, for example, yung mga medical support, lalo na yung based on the example, the insanity. Then, yung incompetence na tinatawag natin class. Bakit incompetent? It is because lack of ability of understanding. So, sino yung mga tinutukoy dito? We have yung mga kabataan natin. Okay, we can consider the minor itself because incompetent pa sila to understand the situation that surrounds them. Kumbaga, hindi pa literally fully build yung understanding nila. That is why it can affect their free will talaga. Then, if tatandaan natin, ano yung sinasabi dito sa neoclassical, pagpasok sa neoclassical, naging considerate po sila. Pag sinabing considerate, kumbaga nagkaroon ng consideration ba, na dapat, hindi dapat equal yung approach natin para sa mga kriminal. Dapat nating i-consider yung status nila during the commission of crime. We are going to consider them. Yung consideration na ibibigay is yung mitigation and exempting na sinabi sa definition. So sa mga nandito po, I'm discussing about the criminology topic because I am an instructor of criminology program. Baka yung mga nandito nalilito. Next, we have also the positivist. So tatandaan nyo lang, si classical is very harsh, cruel, in line with the approach towards the criminal because there is no exemption whether you're adult, minor, or mentally handicapped. Pagpasok kay neoclassical, nagkaroon ng consideration, kumbaga bumait ng konti. The next, we have the positivist school of criminology. So, anong meron dito kay positivist? From the word itself na positive. Pag sinabi po nating positive, based on the definition given, the term positive refers to the method of analysis. So, there is something analyzation, collection of evidence, observation based on the facts given or gathered. So, sabi din dito, positivist believe that causes of behavior can be measured and observed. So, pag sinabi natin yung causes daw or yung factors in line with the free will that affect our free will, kaya daw yan i-observe. So, kumbaga, kayang pag-aralan. So, pag pinag-aaralan, we can able to provide what? Solution. Help in order for us to reduce that kind of criminal act. So, ito yung pinopropose ng positivist. Kumbaga, neo, positivist, kumbaga nagiging support ni neo si positivist because neo proposed first the factors. That is why sinuportahan siya ni positivist, dapat daw yung factors na yon pag-aralan para we can able to understand the people within the community. Okay, ito yung we have the debatable topic about those minors who commit a crime dahil daw, ganito, ganyan, nakapatay, dapat kulungin na yan, dapat death penalty yan eh. But without understanding their status, without understanding their behavior, what pushed them to commit that certain crime. Okay, nawawala yung signal ko. And at the same time, sinabi din dito, it demands for facts and scientific proof, thus changing the study of crimes and criminals into scientific approach. So dapat, if you are going to observe, we are going to gather facts, and at the same time, para makasuporta na yung pinag-aaralan natin ng mga factors is that talagang legit talaga na pwede yun mangyari sa isang tao. Hindi lang natin basta-basta na, uy, ganito, ganyan, sasabihin natin. We must base it on facts. Next, we have a definition additionally. Positivist theories were the first to claim the importance of looking at individual differences. So dito, sa positive, from the word itself, positive, sila yung nagbigay ng halaga sa bawat individual na tao. Bakit? When you say differences, kanya-kanya tayo. Ikaw, sila, we have different experiences, different family, nanggaling tayo sa ibang pamilya, ibang environment. It means we are going to consider that. So, anong tawag doon? Sa mga nabanggit ko, it is an example of environmental factors. Or we can consider we have different factors that surrounds us. Okay, we have the economic, the biological approach. So, lahat dapat yun. We need to study, mag-observe, and through that observation, we can provide a help or solution para mabawasan ang ganong behavior ng mga criminal within the society. Kumbaga, ang purpose why we are studying is to prevent, to further prevent or lessen. Yun po ang sinasabi natin. I hope you understand, class. Matapon yung ano ko, yung laway ko. Okay, next tayo. We have memory bites na tayo. We have Auguste Comte, a French philosopher. Tandaan nyo pa lang po ano yung contribution niya. Siya yung nag-reinvent ng French term na sociology. And at the same time, siya po yung tinawag natin na father of sociology. So, tatandaan nyo lamang po yan. Then at the same time, positivism. Siya yung ng positivism. Nag-propose po na theory. Then at the same time, we have the Holy Three. Pag sinabing Holy Three, tatlo kasi sila. We have Cesar Lombroso, Enrico Ferre, and Rafael Garofalo. So, nakalagay dito, erase ko ito, baka nalilito na kasi kayo. Ito yung Sir, tandaan niyo yung Sir na abbreviation. And at the same time, itong LFG. Para mas matandaan niyo ng mas mabilisan. Pag sinabing CL, ito si Cesar Lombroso. We have EF, Enrico Ferre pala, and Rafael Garofalo. So, tandaan niyo lang yan. Hindi naman natin palaliman yan kasi kahit nga sa board exam natin, yung mga tao na po, wala na pong nagsasabi na who invented, who proposed, wala na pong ganun. Pag sa inland, sa criminology po na board exam. Next, we have Cesar Lombroso, but good to know na lamang po ito, yung binibigay ko ng mga topics sa inyo. We have here Cesar Lombroso. Siya yung titawagin natin na nag-recognize talaga ng father of modern empirical criminology. So, dito din, naidagdag din sa kanya kay Cesar Lombroso yung atavistic stigmata. Pag sinabi nating atavistic stigmata, ito yung mga physical features in line with a person or sa creatures, tayo mismo na tao at the earlier stage of development. So, it was being na yung physical characteristics o mga physical features natin, it was being defined na halimbawa, if you have those malapad yung noo, yung napakahaba ng baba mo, and at the same time, pango, yung ilong, yung makapal yung labi, for example, napakalapad na tenga. Ang mangyayari daw, if you are labeled, nakalagay dito, you are being labeled as likely to commit. You are being, emphasized as you are going to likely to commit crimes pag meron daw ganyan yung pagmumukha natin. So, parang parang merong dito, something na hindi mag-agree talaga yung iba. Pero if you're going to observe within our society, based on the news itself, yung mga nakikita natin in line with sino-sino yung mga nakukumit, nahuhuli, based on their physical appearance, sometimes merong umaalign. Kasi nga, merong nagsabi sa akin na student, totoo nga naman ma'am, no? Wala namang nang rape na kasing gwapo ni Daniel Padilla. Wala namang babae na nampal na kasing ganda ni sino ba yung pinakamaganda natin ngayon? Like, si Andrea Berliantes. Wala namang ganun. So, it means, this kind of topic is like, maybe for other people, is like, they are not going to agree with this, but if you're going to observe within our community, maybe, a possibility, kaya siya tinawag nga na theory, there is a certain chances na hindi po siya applicable, but need po ng further na analysis and observation para makapag-provide tayo ng facts based on this theory. Next, we have born criminals. So, connected po ang atavistic stigmata sa born criminals. Kasi ang definition na inibigay niya, matatawag ka daw po na born criminals if you have at least 5 stigmata. So, yung mga nabanggit ko kanina, if meron ka lang 5 doon, at least 5, it means pwede ka nang tawaging born criminals. Next, we have the insane criminals. Kung nakikinig dito, parang hindi sila makarelate. Because I'm having a live now class. I don't know if they're going to relate my topic about this criminology topic. Insane criminals, very understandable. Paulit-ulit na po natin na di-discuss. It is because they are the one who have those brain defect. Keyword yun dito, ito, brain defect, and at the same time, ano bang naapektuhan pag meron kang brain defect? Your ability to understand, to act, or to decide po. Next, criminaloids. Tandaan nyo lang po, matatawag ka na criminaloid based on the definition given. Sabi dyan, a group that includes habitual criminals. Pag sinabing habitual, from the word itself, habit, galing sa habit, kumbaga nakasanayan. Repeatedly yung magiging ano natin dito. Repeatedly. Paulit-ulit mo nang ginagawa yung krimen na yun, it means pwede ka na tawaging criminaloid. So, pag another one, excuse me, dinagdag dyan, criminals by passion. Pag sinabi po nating passion, ito po yung nagsasabi na you committed a crime due to like something, a burst of emotion. Ano yung mga example ng burst of emotion? Like you have a certain anger, hindi mo na control, jealous, or hatred. Kung commonly ito nangyayari, like sa mga relationship na yung jealous, yung halimbawa nahuli mo, yung partner mo na merong kasamang iba, hindi na ikaw ang mahal niya. Oy, charot yan. Hindi na ikaw yung kasama niya. That is why nagselos ka. Dahil sa selos, okay na nadala ka sa emotion. Okay, nasuntok mo, nabugbog. So, through that, merong physical assault na nagawa. Next. We have here another additional contribution po ni Rafael Garofalo. So, si Rafael Garofalo po pala yung nag-reject ng doctrine about the free will. Pag sinabi nating free will, ito yung sa classical, di ba kanina, na nagsasabi po na dapat pag once you committed a crime, it means whether you are a minor or an adult, whether you have a mental illness, no exemption po yan. Dapat po, what kind of punishment is dapat ibibigay sa'yo. Next, okay, that will be the topic, last topic on our prelim. So, I hope you understand, class, and at the same time, if na-post ko na po ito, if meron kayong mga questions, clarifications, do not hesitate na pwede nyo akong i-chat sa GC, PM, or at the same time, mag-comment kayo doon sa YouTube account na meron ako. Okay, understand, ma'am. Okay, that's all for the discussion, and I hope bigyan niyo po ng time itong 20 minutes ko na discussion. That's all for today. Thank you, God bless, and ingat po kayo always, class.